Time running out here on the play clock. This is the rookie from Oklahoma, Samaje Perine. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. But winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game. But when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And got his man complete. Golden Tate's gonna go. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Golden Tate, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll begin the drive with Collins. Gets around him, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Set! Green, 30. No, check. Patriot! Over!
A.J. McCarron looking to throw. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
No, check. Patriot! Detroit! Back nine and out, Philly, here we go. Hot! Detroit!
Throwing on 1st. Here's McCarron. That's caught out left by Perriman. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the 1st drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. A 1st carry for the vet, Danny Woodhead. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. They run again with Woodhead. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
And that's something that's been lacking in Baltimore's running game the last few seasons, the ability to really hit on a big run.
Last year, their longest run was just 41 yards all season, 4 yards per carry near the bottom of the league. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
It's an end around with Perriman. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. And he motions the wide receiver. And now they'll throw it with McCarron. And Perriman's got it for a Raven touchdown. Rashawn Perriman with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They start on the ground with Pirine. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second down following the run. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
They run with Abdullah. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now Campanaro. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Ravens. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. Early lead in that one for the Packers. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now. 3-19.
And the wideout in motion.
Gun.
On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it.
Danny Woodhead, it's a foot race. 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Danny Woodhead, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And Detroit getting set to go now.
And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Throwing is Stafford. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a play fake here on first down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Room to run inside the 40. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a carry for Pirine. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
His throw caught right around the 6. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. To return, here's Michael Campanaro. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. We remind you, coming up later tonight, we got a good NFC battle. The Eagles and Seahawks from Seattle, coverage starting at 8:30 Eastern. And tomorrow we'll put a bow on Week 13 with an AFC North matchup between the Steelers and the Bengals from Cincinnati.
A hard-hitting battle right there.
McCarron now on first down. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
First down, McCarron. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Shotgun snap for McCarron. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Here's a first down run with Collins. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here we go now.
Well, now they'll try the end around. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Now here's McCarron on 3rd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And going deep for Hill. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
A 2nd down run for Abdullah. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Pirine. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to T.J. Jones that time. And now it's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hill. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Back to the air. Stafford on second down. Ebron with it over the middle. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Stafford finding his big tight end Ebron for a Lion first down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. First and goal from the 1 as they look to punch it in. They'll go to P-Rod trying to pound it in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are a 2-point conversion away from tying this game. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 23. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns. Adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. McCarron to throw on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We should have a good one on tap here today. It's the Ravens coming in at 7-4, going up against the Lions, who come in at 6-5.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Detroit Lions. And they're definitely showing blitz here. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley in there to get him for a loss of a yard, and it'll bring up 3rd down. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, a Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
No. Check. Patriot. Gone. Detroit.
On 2nd down, here's McCarron. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. How about this? It's the former Raven, Haloti Ngata. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6. McCarron following the sack. He leads his guys up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's McCarron. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Oh, spinning away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side taken in by Galladay. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So we've got a 2nd and 5. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Now Pirine looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So 2nd and 10 here. Back to throw. Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dante Fowler coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. In his 5th year from Appalachian State, it's Sam Martin on to punt. Back deep for the Ravens, Michael Campanaro. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end. And now it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Perriman in motion right. McCarron from the gun on 3rd. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Glover Quinn came into the NFL as a cornerback, but he's morphed into one of the better safeties in the league, and he just finished this one off with that nice pick.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. After the interception, here's Stafford. And Roberts with it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, we're about running it because we throw it all the time.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Willie Henry in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. So the D-line's going to spread out. Off of play action, here's Stafford. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They go again with Collins. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now toss play. It's Woodhead. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
All right, here we go.
This is Collins on the handoff. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about
they'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They run with Woodhead. Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
this drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just... He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
That that was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now here come the Ravens. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
McCarron on first down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now McCarron throwing on second. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
First and 10. Here's A.J. McCarron. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. Throwing on first. Here's McCarron. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, they'll throw it with A.J. McCarron. His throw at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Chris Moore, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out now come the Lions. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, They won us a whole lot of games.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Willie Henry in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Campanaro on the return. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll go with Woodhead to start the drive. Finding room inside the 40. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff, running off, tackle right. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And a 5. Gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Collins. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Time to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. They fake the give. Now McCarron. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Ezekiel Ansah in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Now here's McCarron on 3rd. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here. In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 11. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. McCarron now on 1st down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Shotgun snap for McCarron. That's caught out left by Perriman. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. We have hit half. And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
On second down, Collins. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Leopard, Leopard. Now let's go. 319, 319.
On third down, this is Collins. And he's got room. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll toss it to Woodhead. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Woodhead. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try the right side with Collins. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
with McCarron. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce And he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Ebron caught left side. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. On first down, Abdullah. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
They go with Abdullah again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They're losing here in the third quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
And while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was the place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now Stafford hands to Abdullah. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Following the penalty, Abdullah. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I know it's a cliche, and coaches always talk about it's a team game. We need all 11 to win. But let's face it, Detroit really needs Amir Abdullah to have runs like that all season long.
Missed a lot of time with injuries, especially recently. Now, Theo Riddick wound up leading the Lions in rushing last year with just 357 yards.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Linebacker.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Eric Ebron, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have tied it. If they hit the extra point, they'll have the lead. The rain making this treacherous, but the extra point is good, and with it, it'll give them the lead. Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Tennessee. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. McCarron to throw on 2nd down. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Complete to Gilmore, the tight end. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Throwing now is McCarron. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Crockett Gilmore there. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And again, it's McCarron. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. McCarron to throw once more. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back to that Philly. Here we go. Leopard.
Working from the gun here, McCarron. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go now. Watch it now. Party. All right, now, lucky 56. Over. Back to that Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go. Watch it now. Party.
Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. Tucker now to add the point after. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Again, it's Abdullah. Oh, twisting away. And he's got some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Tyreek Hill had the two fastest plays in the NFL last year. One on a kick return, one on a punt return, topping out at 23.24 miles per hour.
That's advanced analytics right there. Our guy Marvin, know what he said? He's really fast.
It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Second down now after the sack. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Fowler. There he goes, right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. So the offense has it, 6-yard line, 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. They begin the drive with Woodhead. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville, and the Jaguars have scored again, so they are in the driver's seat big time in that one. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. Here's Woodhead. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards the pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Now let's go. Leopard. Detroit.
McCarron on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Counter with Collins, and he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue
90. Here's Collins. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville. And we're seeing an extension of the lead by the Jags. They're up pretty big. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. And again, it's Collins. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now let's go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
They'll try and run it here. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Lions now. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Yeah, we'll see if they go back to base. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. And this is back to a 5-point game. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Here's a first down run with Collins. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL.